So reason number 2 is self-care.
As always, like we always say, self-care is super important, and self-care is basically anything that makes you feel good, that feels good to you. And for me, so we did make a video about this, so you guys can definitely go check it, link below. But if you haven't, in that video I did say that one of my self-care routines was going to the gym, and that's actually changed. So I do want to acknowledge that and just tell you guys that your self-care routines can change as much as you want it to. And I haven't been going to the gym as often because my life has changed, and it just makes me more stressed if I go because I know I have so much to do. So Layla! Anyways, excuse my dog. But basically, my self-care actually has been just honestly just coming home, getting my shit done, whatever I need to get done, and then at the end of the night, me and my boyfriend, we like to watch the Disney Plus or something for like 20 to 30 minutes and then go to bed because I'm just so busy and I want that time to just relax.
Even though it has the word self in it, like yourself, I think for sure, I mean, do it with other people, whatever the heck it is. Like, maybe we mentioned it in the other video, but for me, a huge self-care is spending time with the right people. Like,
Yes,
yes, my best friend. Even though we literally,
it's been a while,
guys.
We only film.
We are
how busy we are.
It's crazy.
We do it for you guys.
We do it for you guys and ourselves.
And it's fun.
The world goes round like that.
Yeah.
Spending time with the right people, I think, is so important because they not only validate like your personality and your sense of humor, but they also just support you in times of need and are you can have good times with them, and they can give you insight on things that you have questions about, like in terms of relationship stuff. This girl, I always ask her advice. So yeah, just really important to make sure that no matter what self-care you're doing, just like setting boundaries, make sure like it feels good to you first and foremost. Like, always check in with yourself. If like, just because I've been doing this for a long time, or just because I've been friends with this person for a long time, is it still serving me?
Exactly.
Like, be selfish about it, and it's totally okay. Boundaries. And like she said, boundaries. And like she said, you know, like self-care is a constantly evolving thing. Like since the beginning of my journey of what I add into my self-care routine, it has been changing so much. So I think the other really important thing too is to always be open to trying new things. And,
your life is gonna change too. Like so many, like mine changed because I got a new job. Like she got new jobs like throughout the year, so hers was constantly changing. So that's another reason why. So whatever self-care it is, it doesn't have to be like an hour or more or whatever. It's as long as you want it to be, as long as it puts you in a good mood and you're just like, hell yeah, I can just chill for a minute and not worry about the world and just focus on myself right now.
Hi, Layla. Hi, I love dogs. I love dogs.
Dogs are self-care.
Dogs are
Honestly,
self-care.
honestly, I love them. Jameson, come here.
True.
You are
Yo,
part of my self-care.
if there's any gauchos watching this, yo,
Gauchos!
But we had, like, during finals, we had this thing where they have, like, people bring their dogs, and then on this big lawn, like, you could just come and pet dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, UCSB knows what's up, man.
UCSB, yeah, we went there. That's why we're crazy.
That's right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly,
everyone at SB is crazy and funny and awesome and smart, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, and smart.
We are.
We got the best of all the worlds. Hey.
And we're by the beach.
And we got the
I'm
beach,
all like, everyone go to UCSB.
which we never even saw because we were just studying the whole time.
Hey, we did.
I mean, kind of, like a couple
Kind of,
times.
yeah.
A couple times.
Yeah.
Not enough as we should have.
I know.
Hi, Jamie.
You know, I love my other dog too, obviously, but she's so big.
Yeah.
I can't carry her.
Can't care. We call her the cow.
We do. She looks like a cow.
She looks
like a
cow.
calf.
Here, let's show you guys. And it's also because she's a little chubby too, so no offense.
She's
Layla.
cute though. Honey, no. Like, she looks all pissed off. She's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Layla. Say hi. Doesn't she look like a cow though? Kind of. Anyway, dogs are self-care.
On to the next reason.
On to the next reason. Yep, dogs are self-care, friends are self-care, taking a bath is self-care, going for a run, working out, or maybe not working out, eating well, or maybe indulging in a bag of potato chips every now and then. Whatever the fuck feels fucking good to you, and as long as it's within a healthy sense of boundaries, and you know, because again, like with the boundaries thing, you also know within yourself if you are overindulging in what was once a self-care. So always check in with yourself, always be in tune. Yeah.
self-care is not required. Like, it shouldn't feel like a requirement.
Should never feel like a requirement. On the note of overindulging, I used to eat too much junk food.
Why are you laughing?
Because one time me and Shari lived together and she brought out her bag of junk food. Do you remember?
And it was so big. You guys.
No, the only reason
That's
why
not a good self-care, okay?
I literally had a box that was like 3 feet long of literally just junk food, so bad. But the only reason why I didn't buy it is because I was in a co-ed frat. Alpha Phi Omega, shout out. And like my big like got me this bag and had like a bunch of junk food in it. It lasted me like my entire career at UCSB.
And reason number 3 is not prioritizing your goals and dreams.
This one, I'm gonna bring back boundaries really quick because it's honestly like,
It's part of it.
it's part of it. Boundaries has so much to do with everything, but in terms of not prioritizing your goals and dreams, it's like when you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else, and inversely, when you say no to something, you're saying yes to something else. We definitely need to prioritize and like set a schedule of like when is it okay for me to go out in terms of like dividing the time evenly. And on that note, also, having the self-discipline is really, really important too, because it's so easy to just be like, nah, fuck it, like I'll do it tomorrow.
Yep.
Let me just go out with my friends, like, you know, they're all having so much fun, and then you get that feeling of FOMO, and or again, like maybe going back to that fear of like feeling lonely or whatever, and you end up going out and then again saying no to doing your personal projects or the other things that really are taking you on the higher path.
Yeah, you need self-discipline because you're not always going to feel motivated. Like, seriously, there's no one on this earth who's motivated every single day. But when you're self-disciplined and you keep working at it every single day, or your set schedule, whatever it is, then the more you'll continue because you're creating a habit, and then it's going to become unconscious, and it's going to be a lot easier when you're self-disciplined and doing it constantly and never giving up and keep going.
And this is why it's so important to literally write out what you're going to do for that day, what you're going to do for the week. Like, if you don't have a planner, like, I highly recommend, yes, you need one if you're trying to really stay on track and stay organized. And not only that, but like see also how far you've come. Like, holy shit, I did that like this week. Like, I got a lot done. Like, a planner is so important. And then to go even further, when you write down your to-do list for the day, you can highlight what are the top 3 most important things that you have to get done today. That if you don't get done today, then you didn't do something right. And I know, like, I have to be careful because I don't want to make you guys feel bad. But this is part of being self-disciplined. You have to know, like, what do I have to get done? What is like an absolute must?
And I understand, because coming from a person who gets overwhelmed with lists, that's why highlighting the top 3 is really important, because if you look at your list and you realize like you did all those top 3 but you didn't get done everything else, you're like, all right, I at least got these done because these are really important and I can do these throughout the week or tomorrow or something like that. Because I personally have gotten overwhelmed when I do my list, but doing the top 3 definitely helps because you don't have that guilt on yourself. Like, I tend to do that and some of you may. So having that highlight helps you out.
And it's really important to make this into a habit, because like Ray said, habit. If you haven't seen our video on habits, it's like linked below. So
Our first video.
Our first video ever.
You're very different.
I know, things have changed. It's so crazy.
Another reason why it's so important to prioritize your goals and dreams is because it is your life. And sometimes we don't realize we're actually not prioritizing our goals and dreams because we are so focused on what we want. But what if what we want is because everyone expects us to have that, expects us to get that, and we're relying on everyone's opinions. For example, I personally feel like I was doing that unconsciously. I was in grad school, I was in a doctorate program, I was so proud of myself. Obviously that's something you should be proud about, but when someone would ask me what I was doing, I'd just be like, yeah, I'm in a doctorate program, I'm gonna be the first doctor in my family, blah blah blah, which is great, but deep down I was dreading it. I was not happy. I freaking hated it. Like, it was cool what I was learning, but I really was not happy. And I started to really think about my life, where it was gonna be 5 years after graduating, and it was not where I wanted to be. And I started realizing that maybe I took that route because so many people expected so much of me, and I just wanted everyone to be proud of me, and that's okay, but I'm not doing it for me. I literally wasn't doing it for me, I was doing it for them. So that is another reason why it is so important to prioritize your goals and dreams. Because also when you go for those goals and dreams at the end of your life, honestly, if you think about it, you'll be so much happier because you won't be sitting here saying, what if? What if I did actually do that because I wanted to do it?
You have to take risks too. I mean, nobody was ever on their deathbed.
This is a risk. YouTube is a risk.
YouTubers are
We're putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
And it's really scary, honestly.
It really is. And like, it's like, whoo, okay, we're good. We're doing good. Let's just keep plugging along. But yeah, nobody was ever on their deathbed and was like, yeah, I'm so happy I played it safe and never took any risks. I'm so happy that like I lived a very comfortable life, that I knew exactly how everything was gonna go. I'm so happy that I did what everybody wanted me to do. I'm so happy that I pleased everybody around me. Like, honestly.
I want to say this quote real quick because she just said deathbed. Don't wait to live your life when you're dying. Like, a lot of people wait till that moment when they're like literally on their deathbed, and like especially when you're older and you look back at your life, you're like, I wish I did that. You don't want that. And that is my goal, our goal, to seriously be old together and just be like, we did it! Yeah!
Seriously, I mean, everything that is not what people expect you to do it's gonna feel like a risk. I mean, even for me, the trajectory that I've been on, like I graduated from UCSB and I was also considering grad school, honestly, for like almost 2 years. I went back and forth, like, should I do it, should I not do it? And so much of the decision I realized was because I was like, oh, it's prestigious. Like, people are gonna be like, oh wow, you're in grad school, or like, oh wow, you have an MD, or whatever the heck it is, and it's like, that's
that was
status.
like me. That was literally me.
And it makes sense that we would have these kinds of like thoughts because we live in a society, if you live in the US, you live in a society where higher education is really put on a pedestal. And not to say that it isn't important, like obviously like we should have higher education for certain things.
We're not saying it's not important.
Yeah,
like, it obviously is.
Like, yeah, it's super important if you want to actually do those things. But I think there's so many people out there who end up going to grad school because either they don't know what else they want to do, or because they just feel like it's what they're supposed to do. And it's like, no, like you have so many fucking options. And like I said earlier, when we live in the information age, so anything you want to learn, any skill set, unless it's like surgery or like something like that. Please don't learn brain surgery from watching a YouTube video. Please. Oh god. But yeah, like other things, like you have so much options in terms of exploring. So much. So take advantage.
The one thing too is we want you to succeed. We want you to live the life that you want, and this is part of it.
The way that I look at it too is this quote that I heard a long time ago. I don't know who said it, but what is truly meant for you will never miss you. Basically what I mean is that even if you do end up making mistakes, which we all do, even if you end up going into grad school and you're there for a long time and then sometime after you realize, holy shit, I fucking hate this, I don't want to do this, and you end up doing something else, like
that's fine.
It's fine, no matter what. You're gonna end up doing what you want. Your life naturally is gravitating.
It's gonna lead you there.
It is.
If you let it.
If you let it. The more we resist, the longer it's gonna take. But I guess the whole point of what we're saying is that you can accelerate, you can, I guess, shorten the path of like, holy shit, I hate this, by simply listening to yourself and doing what you want and honoring your actual truth without worrying so much about what other people think. And the whole idea of like worrying about what other people think, like I think it is kind of hard sometimes. So my main advice is to just be aware that that's something you're worried about and just keep pushing through no matter what. Keep pushing through.
You got this, guys.
You got this. You guys
believe
are
in
awesome. We believe in you. You guys got this no matter what you're trying to do, no matter what you want to do. It's out there. You can do it. You already have everything inside of you that you need to do to go after it. And I know like maybe knowledge-wise, maybe you don't have the knowledge yet, but it's out there. The information's out there. The opportunities are out there. Find a mentor. Talk to somebody who's already in the field. Do research online. Watch videos. Read blogs. Read articles. Like read books. It's all out there.
Educate yourself.
Self-education. That's what it's about in the information age.
Knowledge is not power. It's what you do with that knowledge.
Ooh. 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 Ooh, 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 yes, drop in knowledge bomb, boom, boom, boom.
And that's our top 3, or not top 3. No, that's not our top 3. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's our top 3 reasons
why you're not accomplishing your dreams and your goals.
Seriously, guys, boundaries, self-care, and not prioritizing your goals and dreams.
Yep, gotta do it. Gotta do it.
Do it. Avoid these. Oh, I'm sorry.
boundary here, Ray. I really don't appreciate when you elbow my boob. And you know, if they react like that, that's fine. That's their shit. I honored my truth and spoke it. Just kidding. I love you. I love you too. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. Yeah, this was a really fun video to film. Probably one of the most fun ones. I think I'll probably say that about every video. I'm like, oh, this is the best video ever. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please like and subscribe and share this with your friends if you did enjoy it or find it helpful, and spread the love, spread the value, spread the information, since we in the information age. And some resources really quick we want to give you guys is I recommend watching Gary Vee. If you have never heard of him or never seen his stuff, please watch it. He's fucking awesome.
He's
especially
real. He's
super real, super real. And by that we mean he can sound like an asshole sometimes, but honestly it's like what we need to hear.
Yeah.
And also he totally understands the struggle that millennials are going through in terms of, like I was saying earlier, the whole like technology making us feel like we gotta do everything at once and like feel like we're behind and we're not successful enough and like all this stuff like that. He really is super real about it. He understands it, and you guys just gotta check out his story because it's gonna make you really realize the bigger picture of things, and it's gonna help reduce your anxiety, hopefully. At least it does for me.
Yeah, me too. He's awesome. Another person I do want to recommend is Greenie Lee. She's badass, honestly. I love her. She has so much confidence. Definitely follow her on Instagram. But there was a specific video I want you guys to watch, or at least recommend, and it's all about valuing yourself. And it has a lot to do with kind of like what we talked about. And when you value yourself, you're really able to put those boundaries. Remember, you do deserve self-care, and that you should be prioritizing your goals and dreams. Yeah.
Yes.
So give her a follow. Definitely watch her video.
She's amazing.
I'm going to link her below, and then she's also going to link, of course, Gary Vee. And also with the question of the day, after watching this video, what are you going to prioritize so that you can reach all your goals and all your dreams? And that's it. We are done.
We're done.
Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in our next video. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Back in the day, guys, Ray and I thought that this would make a difference.
This was our lighting.
So bad. Look at what we have now. We upgraded. Boom! Dun-dun! This shit's crazy. And then like the second camera, that's like not a shitty one.
Anyone can film, just so you guys know. Like we're filming
anybody.
out of my bedroom, and we both got bachelors.
We both got a bachelor's A, and we both got students at A. Because it's all about perspective.
Should I say because?
Your feet are so small.
I know. I never thought these would be comfortable, but they are.
They look legit comfortable.
Really? I always thought they
look
don't.
comfortable.
But they actually are.
Can I just put my foot
Yeah.
in?
Your big ass foot.
Oh, they smell so
They're
good.
comfortable. Go get some.
Guys, we're talking about this shit. We're gonna link the
this below.
For you
guys.
So you know, any purchase you make goes to us at no cost to you, unless you buy the. Shoot. It's getting toasty up in here.
I can get the fan.
But then it'll look like a.
No, I
like
mean,
a
I'll have it.
commercial.
Wait, no.
Welcome to our show.
No, I could